Okay, today we'll discuss the complex integration part 2, especially Cauchy's integral formula. We'll try to prove this important formula for complex integration and solve some important examples related to Cauchy's integral formula. Okay, actually Cauchy's integral formula, a little bit related to Cauchy's integral theorem. You must know f of z is assumed to analytic in the region R. Actually, this is the region R, and C is the closed curve here. Okay, so C is the closed curve, but if we multiply by a factor 1 by z minus z naught. Actually, z naught is the center of the a closed region D, and z is the every points, including the complex variable function that is analytic except at z naught, because the pool will be z equals to z naught. So considering the integral around the whole C curve C, the contour integration f of z divided by z minus z naught dz, we can find out this integrand. Okay, for the closed curve C. Now to evaluate consider the path C plus C1 plus C2 plus C0. Actually, there are 4 curves. Okay, first curve is C, then C1, then C2, then C0. There are 4 curves. So if we add the whole curves, because this is the multiply connected, so we get C plus C0 to f of z divided by z minus z naught dz equals to whole 0 according to the Cauchy's integral theorem. Then we can write down contour integration of C f of z divided by z minus z naught dz equals to minus C naught contour integration on C naught f of z divided by z minus z naught according to the graphical depiction of this. We can write the integration of this. So Cauchy's integral formula can be written as contour integration of f of z divided by z minus z naught equals to minus this. This is the actually opposite. Okay, C is the integration of the contour curve C equals to actually negative means opposite direction of the integration of C naught. This is the actually graphical depiction. Now to find out the C naught integral on the circle path, this is actually circle path z minus z naught. We can represent it as a polar form. Okay, polar form of a complex number r into e to the power I theta. Then we can replace this dz with this. Okay, so after replacing, we can find out this. Actually, this is the formula of Cauchy's integral formula. Okay, now we'll try to prove this. Actually, what's the Cauchy's integral formula? Okay, if f of z is analytic within and on a closed curve C, this is the whole curve C, and another curve C1 inside C. Okay, so and if A is any point within C, A is the any point, maybe center and center outside of the center. For every point of A, we can find another curve C1, C2, C3, etc. So if A is any point within C, then the f of A equals to 1 by 2 y phi I integration of this f of z divided by z minus a will be equal to f of A. Actually, this statement is called Cauchy's integral formula, and we can find we can see it in the slide. We have seen this. Now we'll try to prove this formula. Consider the function f of z divided by z minus a. This is the actually our assumed function f of z divided by z minus a. Actually, z equals to a is the pole of this function. Remember it. Z equals to a, because for z equals to a, this is not analytic. So this function is analytic at all points within C except z equals to a. Okay, if we take z equals to a, this will be undefined and not analytic. This is why except z equals to a, this function will be analytic at every point, okay, except at x z equals to a. So with the point A as the center, if we take the point A as the center and radius r, we draw the small circle, another circle C1, lying within entirely within the big circle C. Okay, so this rational function is analytic in the region between C and C1. Hence, by Cauchy's integral theorem, we have already discussed this theorem in our previous lecture. Cauchy's integral theorem, for multiply connected region, we can write down the C contour integration of C, circle C, f of z divided by z minus a, dz equals to another circle C1. If you take the integration enclosed by the curve C1, will be equal, because there are independent paths. Okay, independent path properties. So this can be written as f of z can be written as f of z minus f of a plus f of a. Okay, just this and this can be cancelled easily. So this can be written as f of z minus f of a divided by z minus a plus f of a into dz divided by z minus a. This is the equation number 1. Now for any point C1 lying inside the circle C, we can assume this integration enclosed closed curve C1 f of z minus f of a divided by z minus a equals to f of z can be written as f of a plus r into e to the power I theta, just taking polar form. Okay, z minus a equals to r into e to the power I theta, and dz what will be, just taking differentiation on both sides, dz equals to ir e to the power I theta d theta. Okay, just substituting process, applying substituting process, we can dz equals to this will be this, and f of z will be this. Okay, so and z minus I equals to what will be r into e to the power I theta. Okay, r into e to the power I theta. So this can be written as f of a plus r into e to the power I theta. R into e to the power I theta, r into e to the power I theta will be cancelled. Okay, this term and this term will be cancelled. Okay, so actually this term and this term will be cancelled. So we can write just the functional difference, integration of the functional difference of this, and I will be exist I theta, and according to the Cauchy's integral theorem, we can find this equals to 0. Okay, so this term equals to 0. This term will be what? 0. This term equals to 0, and this term become 0. So only exists this one. So C1 closed contour integration of C1 curve dz divided by z minus a equals to 0 to twice pi. Actually twice pi means you must know total perimeter of the circle will be 0 to twice pi, 360 degree. This is why 0 to twice pi, dz equals to I r e to the power I theta d theta, and z minus I equals to what? R into e to the power I theta. Okay, r into e to the power I theta, r into e to the power I theta will be cancelled. Only exist I d theta. Now integration of d theta with respect to theta will be only theta. Okay, one integration will be x. This is why. So theta, just now putting higher upper integral values twice pi and lower integral values 0, we get only twice pi I. Okay, so this term equals to only twice pi I, and this term equals to 0. Okay, so putting the values of the integral in right hand side of one, right hand side, this is the left hand side, this is the left hand side, and this is the right hand side. Okay, so just putting this equals to 0, and this is equals to what? Twice pi I. So we can write actually this equals to 0 plus f of a into twice pi I. Okay, f of a twice pi I. So f of a will be this, and twice pi I will be this. Then from this line we can write f of a equals to 1 by twice pi I contour integration of f of z divided by z minus a dz. This is the actually proof of the Cauchy's integral theorem. Integral formula. The whole function f of z will be analytic except at x equals to a. Remember it. Then the formula can be stated as f of a equals to 1 by twice phi I closed contour integration C, closed contour integration of C curve will be f of z divided by z minus a will be dz. Here z equals to a is the pool. Okay, so it can comes with the statement state and proof Cauchy's integral formula. Suppose we have any function f of z is any function. Okay, f of z is any function and which is analytic everywhere but except at z equals to a. So we can draw a circle C with taking center A. Okay, so this is the center A and this is the closed curve C. Okay, so in everywhere the function f of z is analytic, f of z is analytic. So except at z equals to a. So z equals to a is the pool of this function f of z. So if we find out the f of a equals to 1 by twice phi I contour integration of f of z divided by z minus a dz, this is the actually presentation of Cauchy's integral formula. Now to prove this, this is the closed curve C, and if we draw another curve, another circle C1 taking center at also A, then we can draw the curve as like this. Just anti-clockwise C1, C will be, this is the first curve C, and then another curve C1. Okay, then this is the direction actually for contour integrals. So this is the actually multiply connected. Now for independent path we can find out a closed integration of C equals to opposite of C1. Okay, closed integration of C1. Then we can prove this Cauchy's integral formula. So every complex number z can be represented as a like this exponential form, and this is the polar form cos theta plus I sin theta and r into I theta. This is the actually exponential form. So z minus a also can be represented as like r into e to the power I theta. This is also complex number or complex variable. Now Cauchy's integral formula for the derivative of analytic function. Okay, to find out the derivative of a Cauchy's integral formula actually. That means this is the actually formula of Cauchy's integral formula, and we will try to find out the differentiation of this function. Okay, now Cauchy's integral formula for the derivative of an analytic function. If a function f of z is analytic in a region R, then its derivative at any point z equals to a of R is also analytic in R and is given by f dash a, that means first derivative of the function f of z at x equals to a, at z equals to a. Okay, this will be 1 by twice phi I contour integration of f of z divided by z minus a whole square. Okay, just this will be square. Now we'll try to prove this, actually very easy for you. Now here C is the closed curve and R is the surroundings domain, so or region. The point will be z equals to a. Now we know Cauchy's integral formula f of a equals to what? F1 divided by twice phi I contour integration of f of z divided by z minus a. Okay, with respect to z. Now differentiating with respect to a on both sides. So f dash a will be what? 1 by twice phi I and 1 by z minus a. 1 by z minus a, 1 by x formula what? Minus 1 by x square, right? 1 by x formula what? Minus 1 by x square. But the coefficient of a what? Coefficient of a minus 1. So minus 1 will be plus 1. So we can write f dash a, first derivative of f dash a, f of a will be 1 by twice phi I contour integration f z divided by z minus a whole square. So Similarly, we can write double differentiation will be factorial 2 divided by twice phi I, contour integration of this divided by z minus I whole cube. And dot dot, nth derivative will be factorial n divided by twice phi I, contour integration of f of z divided by z minus I whole to the power n plus 1. Actually, when first derivative, power will be 2. When second derivative, power will be 3. So when nth derivative, power will be what? N plus 1. You have to remember using this concept. Very easy for you. Now f of a equals to 1 by twice phi I, f of z divided by z minus a. Actually, there is a power 1. Okay. This is the formula of what? Cauchy's integral formula. Cauchy's integral formula. Now we'll try to find out the first derivatives of this. So first derivatives of this taking differentiation on both sides with respect to a. Remember it, with respect to a, this can be written as 1 by 1 divided by twice phi I, and this will be integration of 1 by z minus a. F of z will be treated as constant. So z minus a can be written as like this. Okay. 1 divided by twice phi I. So first differentiation of this function with respect to a will be f of z 1 by z minus a can be written as z minus a minus 1 minus 1. Okay. Or 1 by x formula what? 1 by x formula? 1 by x formula? 1 by x formula what? Minus 1 by x square. Again, multiplying with the coefficient, dividing with the coefficient of what? Dividing with the coefficient of a, because a is the variable here. Just using differentiation ddx of 1 by x formula. This equals to minus 1 by x square. Okay. So 1 by twice phi I integration f of z divided by z minus a whole square. This is the first differentiation. Okay. Similarly, second differentiation will be, second derivatives will be 1 by twice phi I. Here will be factorial 2. Okay. Then f of z divided by z minus a whole cube. Okay. This is the contour integration. Contour integration. Dot 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 dot. We can find out the nth derivative. Nth derivative will be factorial n divided by twice phi I contour integration of f of z divided by z minus a whole to the power n plus 1 dz. Remember this. When first derivative, this is the for first derivative, this is the second derivatives. Okay, this is the nth derivatives. Okay, when first derivatives, power is 2. When second derivatives, power is what? 3. And when nth derivative, power is what? N plus 1. That means one more than the order of derivatives. Clear? Now, example related to Cauchy's integral formula. Prove that contour integration of dz divided by z minus a equals to twice phi I. We have to prove this. Where C is the circle, z minus a, absolute value of z minus a equals to r. R is the radius. We have this function contour integration of f dz divided by z minus a, where C is the circle with center a0. Center will be a0 and radius will be what? R. This is given. From given circle, how to find the radius and center we have learned earlier. So by using Cauchy's integral formula states what? Cauchy's integral formula will be f of z divided by z minus a. What will be? Twice phi I f of a. Okay. Do you know Cauchy's integral formula? This is the Cauchy's integral formula. Just cross multiplication. By cross multiplication. Okay. By cross multiplication. This one. Multiplying twice phi I into f of a equals to what will be? This one. Just this is the Cauchy's integral formula. Just multiplying twice phi I on both sides. Okay. We get this line. Understand? So just f of z, this means what? Cauchy's integral formula. Now contour integration of dz z minus a equals to twice phi I. F of a equals to 1. F of a equals to 1. Why? Do you know? F of a equals to 1. If we draw the circle, given circle z minus a, center will be what? At a0. And radius will be r. R be any number, real number. And this is the actually circle. So f of a can be written as 1. Unit circle. Unit values. So just multiplying with 1 twice phi I, we can write this one. Okay. Now another example 21. Evaluate the following integral. Contour integration of 1 by z cos z dz. Where C is the ellipse. C is the curve of actually ellipse. And look like this. This is the graphical depiction of that. This is the real axis and this is the imaginary axis. 9x square plus 4y square equals to 1. Actually, this imaginary axis is bigger than the real axis. So the given ellipse can be written as 9x square plus 4y square equals to 1, which encloses a simple pole z equals to 0. Because when if we take z equals to 0, this will become undefined. Okay. 1 by 0 means what? Undefined. This is why z equals to 0 is the simple pole. So by Cauchy integral formula, cos z divided by z dz can be written as cos z divided by z into dz can be written as f of z what? Cos z. Okay. So z minus a. A means what actually here? 0. A means 0. Z minus a. Z minus 0. Okay. Z equals to 0. At z equals to 0, this can be written as by Cauchy's integral formula twice phi I into f of a at z equals to 0. F of a means what? F of z means what? Cos z. So if we put z equals to 0, cos 0 equals to 1. What? 1. This is why only twice phi I, which is the required value of the given integral. Now another example, use Cauchy's integral formula to evaluate the contour integration of z divided by z square minus thrice z plus 2. Okay, where C is the circle, z minus 2 to the half. Here we are given the function, complex variable function, contour integration of z divided by z square minus thrice z plus 2. The poles are determined by putting the denominator equals to 0. Okay, so if denominator equals to 0, this will become non-analytic. That means z square minus thrice z plus 2 equals to 0. For z equals to 1 and 2, after solving this, we get two values of z. So one is z equals to 1 and another is z equals to 2. So there are two poles. One is z equals to 1 and another is z equals to 2. So there is only one pole at z equals to 2 inside the given circle. Now, if we draw the circle, z minus 2 equals to half. Here, actually center will be what? 2, 0. Okay, because here only 2. This is why 2, 0. And half will be the what? Radius. So taking half radius, we can draw this circle. Now we got two poles. One is z equals to 1, another is what? Z equals to 2. Z equals to 1 what? X equals to 1. Z equals to 1 can be represented as 1 plus 0 into I. Okay. So x equals to what? 1. So x equals to 1 is a pole, and another pole what? Z equals to 2. X equals to 2. Pole. This is the pole. So these two poles can be written as like this. So this is the actually given contour integration f of z, z divided by z square minus thrice z plus 2 dz. So the poles are z square minus thrice z plus 2 equals to 0. Taking denominator equals to 0, we can find below z equals to what? Actually 1 and 2. So we can draw this is the real axis and this is the imaginary axis. So for x equals to 1 and x equals to 2, okay, we can, taking radius half, we can draw a circle with taking center 2. 2 is the actually center here. Okay, another one is this. So polar z equals to 1. Z equals to 1 means what? X equals to 1. Same words. Okay, because z equals to 1 means what? 1 plus 0 into I. And z equals to 2 means what? 2 plus 0 into I. That means x equals to 1 and x equals to 2 same. So we can plot the poles of this given analytic function 1 and 2, and this is the circle with half radius. So there are only two poles, z equals to 1 and z equals to 2. There is only one pole at z equals to 2 inside the given circle. Okay, inside the given circle, z equals to 2. 2 is the inside the given circle. Our given circle what? Z minus 2. This is the given circle. Remember it. This is the given circle, and we have draw this given circle. Okay, where center is 2, 0 and radius what? Half. So z equals to 2. This pole inside the circle, and z equals to 1 outside the circle. Remember it. So there are only two poles, z equals to 1 and z equals to 2, and there is only one pole at z equals to 2 inside the given circle. So the given integration z divided by z square minus thrice z plus 2 dz can be written as, this can be written as this integration z divided by dz can be written as z divided by z minus 1 into z minus 2 dz. Okay, and this can be written as integration, contour integration. We can divide by z minus 2 on both numerator and denominator. Okay, z minus 2 divided by z minus 1 divided by z minus 2. Dividing by z minus 2. Why? Because z equals to 2 is the one pole inside the circle. This is why we have to omit z minus 2 term. Understand? So this can be written as f of z twice phi I into z divided by z minus 2, z divided by z minus 2. Sorry, this will be z minus 1. Okay, z minus 2 divided by z minus 1. Here will be z minus 2. Okay. So at z equals to 2, at z equals to 2, the functional value f of z. Okay. This is the z minus 1. Z minus 1. This is the functional value. Okay. So this can be written as twice phi I after putting the value z equals to 2 divided by 2 minus 1. Okay. Then what will be actually 4 pi I. Are you watching, everybody? 4 pi I. This is the actually result. Another example 23, use Cauchy's integral formula to calculate the integration of contour integration of twice z plus 1 divided by z square plus z, where C is the circle. This actually in this circle center will be the 0 0 and radius will be half, so we can draw easily this one. Now to find out the poles, we have to write the denominator equals to 0. That means z square plus z equals to 0 for finding poles. So we can find two poles. One is 0, another is what? Minus 1. So we can plot this. Minus 1 will be this. This is the pole, and 0 is the center also, and 0 is pole also. Okay. So this 0 is inside the circle. Remember it. This 0 inside the circle. Now for this given circle of center 0 0 and radius half, center will be origin and radius will be what? Half. So therefore it encloses only one pole z equals to 0. Because z equals to 0 inside the circle. Now this can be written as dividing by z plus 1. Dividing by z plus 1 on both numerator and denominator. We get twice z plus 1 divided by z plus 1, z into z plus 1 divided by z plus 1. So z plus 1 cut, only we get z. So by the using Cauchy's integral formula, this is become f of z. Okay. So twice this can be written f of z divided by z at z equals to 0. So twice phi I, twice z plus 1 divided by z plus 1 at z equals to 0. Now just putting z equals to 0, we get only twice phi I. Okay, very interesting, very easy. Now another example 24, evaluate the Cauchy's integral formula for the integration of this, where C is the circle, this z plus thrice I equals to 1. 1 is the radius, and center will be what? Minus thrice I comma 0. So the poles will be can be found by taking denominator equals to 0. That means z equals to 0 and z equals to minus phi I. Okay, so this is the pole. Now the given curve C is the circle with center z equals to minus 3I. Okay, given. This is the center. That means 0 comma minus 3. 0 comma minus 3 will be the center. Because this is the complex number, this complex number can be written as 0 minus thrice I. Okay. So x equals to 0 and y equals to what? Minus 3. This y 0 comma minus 3. The center of the circle. And radius is easily can be say 1. So clearly the only pole z equals to minus I phi is lie in the inside the circle. If we draw the circle, this is the z equals to 0 and 0 minus 3 is the circle, and we're taking one radius and C is the center. Center will be 0 minus 3, but minus pi I. Minus pi I. Minus pi means what? Actually, minus pi means 3 point something. Pi value what? 22 by 7. Okay. If we take 22 by 7, this is the actually inside the circle, minus pi I. So this pole minus pi I inside the circle. From figure we saw it. Now this integration can be written as just dividing by the other pole z, other pole z, dividing by z on both numerator and denominator. That means 1 by z. Okay, here and z plus 1 pi I divided by z will be only z plus pi I. So this becomes f of z at z equals to pi I. F of z means what? 1 by z at z equals to minus pi I by Cauchy's integral formula. Just putting z equals to minus I phi, okay? Twice pi I divided by minus I phi. I cancel, pi cancel, only minus 2, which is the required values of the integral. By using integral, Cauchy's integral formula, we can find easily. So this is the given circle z plus thrice I equals to 1, and this can be written as, we can write x plus I y plus thrice I, this equals to 1, okay? Since z is the complex number, so z can be written as x plus I y. So taking y plus 3 into I, this equals to 1. So we can take modulus. This will be real part whole square plus imaginary part whole square root. Okay, this equals to 1. So x square plus y plus 3 whole square equal to 1 square. Here actually center, comparing with the standard form what was? X minus a is whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to r square. So comparing with this, center what? Center 1. So the given circle z plus 3I equals to 1 gives the center 0, comma minus 3 and radius equals to only 1.
Sir, inshallah.
This circle z plus thrice I equals to 1 gives the center 0, comma minus 3 and radius 1. And we can easily plot this. Okay, this is the actually graph of that circle, and only minus pi I pi. This is the pole. How many poles here? 2 poles. One is 0 and other is minus pi I. So these 2 poles, from these 2 poles, only minus I phi is inside the circle. Okay, so this is why we have to put the values of z equals to minus I phi. By using Cauchy's integral formula, we can find the easily value of the integrand. Okay, minus 2. Evaluate the complex integral tan z dz, where c is the circle. Z equals, actually center is 0, 0 and radius what? 2. Okay, so tan z can be written as sin by cos. Okay, for this circle and radius with 2 and origin will be the center for that, and we can draw this circle like this. Okay, taking 2 as the radius, and poles are given by putting the denominator equal to 0. That means cos z equals to what? 0. You must know the trigonometric solution. For the solution of trigonometric equation, cos z equals to 0, we can find different values for z, because this is the periodic function. Z equals to minus 5 by 2 plus 5 by plus 5 by 2, 3 5 by 2, etc. we get. So the integrand has 2 poles, z equals to pi by 2 and z equals to minus 5 by 2. One is 90 degree and another is minus 90 degree. This is the 90 degree, okay? And this is the minus 90 degree. Okay? So this is 90 degree and this is minus 90 degree. Only 2 poles. Now the given circles at z equals to 2. Now applying Cauchy's integral formula for the independent path, because there are 2 paths. One is C1, another is C2. Okay, so these 2 poles inside the circle. So you have to take a 2 part of that integrand. So sin z divided by cos z for C1 curve and sin z divided by cos z for C2. Now twice pi I sin z, this is the functional value f of z at z equals to what? Pi by 2. And this will be, this second part will be for minus pi by 2. So you have to put the value z equals to minus 5 by 2 at the function sin z. That means f of z. So we get only twice pi I equals to z equals to 5 by 2 means what? Sin 5 by 2 means what? 1. And sin minus 5 by 2 what? Minus 1. Okay. Sin minus 90 degree equals to, sin 90 degree equals to 1. And sin minus 90 degree what? Minus 1. Remember it. So we get the total value of the given integral 0, which is required value of the given integral. Very easy. Every maths are easy for you. Okay. Given circle, same given circle, we can draw this circle, and here pull only one pull, z equals to -1, which is lies inside the circle. Okay, inside the circle, -1, because radius is 2. This is why -1 existing in the and circle, inside the circle. So the point z equals to -1 lies inside the circle at the circle z equal to -1. So by Cauchy's integral formula, this integration, closed integration for closed curve C, this is the closed curve, twice pi I, functional value what? F of z. And at z equals to what will be? -1. At z equals to what? -1 is the pole inside the circle. So putting z equals to -1 here, we get only twice pi I. And 27 is very important for you. This is same as I discussed the example. Evaluate this one. There are two poles. One is z equals to 1, another is z equals to 4. So if we draw the circle z equals to 2, here center 0, 0 and radius what? 2. What z equals to 1, that means pole 1 inside the circle. Remember it. So we have to remove z minus 4. Okay, z minus 4 from denominator. So dividing by z minus 4 to numerator and denominator, we get this. And this become f of z in that case. So this become f of z. F of z, we have to find out the value inside the pool what? Z equals to 1. Just putting z equals to 1 in that function, e to the power 1 divided by 1 minus 4. That means this is the result. Okay. Okay. From this lecture, we have learned more about complex integration part 2, especially Cauchy's integral formula, and we have proved Cauchy's integral formula with graphical depiction, and solve different kind of real life examples using Cauchy's integral formula, especially for complex integration. We have solved many problems, including complex integrations, by using Cauchy's integral formula. So how to solve complex integration by using Cauchy's integral formula? This is the main theme of this class. I hope everybody will try to understand and see the lecture in the stream. Okay, thank you. Thanks to everybody.